So, let me just do that. What happens if a unstoppable force hits an unmovable object? I want to find this out. So, first, how about a stoppable force? Like a squishy little guy. And a brick wall. So let's say this guy just runs at 10 miles an hour. 10 mh's an hour. 10 m's an hour. Yeah. And like he starts from, well, he never gets tired, okay? He's gonna turn into a meat pancake if he gets to top speed. Just a meat pancake, just all over there, just meat pancake. The wall might have a little bitty dent in it, but nothing too bad. Maybe a little crumblage. Maybe a little crumblage. But now let's say instead of just 10 miles an hour, it was 30 miles an hour. No more 10. Well, this guy might actually, break the wall down. But in the process, turn into guts and blood everywhere. And, like, explode, too. Because why not? But let's say that wall was unmovable. This guy now runs at 100 miles an hour. Well, he might not actually break the wall at that many miles an hour. But if there's nothing on the other side, and then yeah. Now, unmovable at 100 miles an hour, of course nothing's gonna happen to the wall. The man's just gonna turn splat, just splat. Now, what happens when the two walls that are unmovable comes onto the man, but they're like moving towards him? Well, of course, we all know what this is gonna call for. Bleh. Everywhere, but just blood. Just everywhere, just got crushed. So now, let's say someone who is big brain, big wizard man. He cast a spell upon you from his spell page, making you immortal. Now, let's say you want to run against well, let me use a different page. Let's say you want to run now against a still wall. Of course, let's say you're going 100 miles an hour. Now, of course, let's say that it was a steel house. Yes, a steel house. Of course, why not? With a chimney. Yeah. With steel people living inside. Honey, did you make the baby? I made the baby. Child. Yeah. So this guy, of course, well, he's immortal, but he still ain't gonna do that much to the steel wall, because, like, this can resist up to 300-mile-hour winds. But it might do a little bitty, well, little bitty dents into the wall, of course. So he's immortal, so he just back. Yeah. So first back, then forth, then back and forth, then back and forth. And then after a while, well, no more house. No more baby. No. Child. I want to eat that thing. Blah. So, okay, let's make the immovable object wood, just normal wood. Then let's make the unmovable object concrete. Now, of course, wood can break, but it's unmovable. So that would mean that every single little piece that flies off of this brick will just continue smashing until it's down to its little bitty atoms. Of course, the brick can't move, but it will still get broken up. And instead of just being one solid little wall, it's going to be tiny little things that just stay there, floating. Okay, I'm going to turn the page now. So now, let's say the unmovable object is there in space. And both of them are unbreakable. Once this, and like, let's say this moves at the speed of, well, light. It moves at light speed. So now it's going, and then kablamo. Just big old explosion. Like, takes like a supernova. 10 billion supernovas. Because, well, these two things are, this cannot be stopped and this cannot be moved. And they're both unbreakable. So that would mean that, well, something has to happen. This can't go back and this can't be moved forward. So he either makes a black hole that destroys both of them, because that's just what black holes do. Just destroys things. Or black hole and mega super duper explosion. Now, of course, let's go for option 3. Well, no, option 1. The reason a black hole would be made, because, well, it's moving at, this thing is moving at the speed of light. It might pick up one small little atom, and the power might just turn into a small little black hole that will tear through it. Black holes will be explained in a different episode, because black holes are weird, because they're holes that cannot be destroyed. So, bye-bye. You now understand what happens if those two meet. They get destroyed. Peace.